Hi guys, just got done my upper body fix extreme, and this is the final week of 21 Day Fix Extreme for me. I'm really excited. I can feel the strength that I've gained over the past 3 weeks. I'm actually really excited on day 21 to get on the scale and see the progress I made. My goal was for the 3 weeks 10 to 15 pounds. If I go over that, that would be great. But if I don't hit 10 or 15 pounds, I'm going to be okay with that, because I do know there were some days I struggled a bit to get all of my food count in, and I know there was days I did not make my water count. So all those things are going to affect the number. But I'm not really focusing so hard on that number anymore. My intention was day 1 and day 21 to do my measurements and to do my weight. I know there's a lot of people that each week, for them to track their progress, they really need to be doing their measurements and taking, getting on the scale and that. For me, that's not a very conducive thing to do. I have a bad history in the past when I was younger of not losing weight in a very healthy manner. So for me, not getting so fixed on a number is what works best for me. I've had people reach out and were concerned about, like, oh my God, do you really need to lose 100 pounds? Who came up with that number? I have been working with my doctors, and 115 is the least I can weigh. Now, I can get to 120, and with the advice of my husband, the advice of my doctors, and how I look and feel, I might say, hey, this is as far as I want to go. I don't want to be 115, but 115 is the least that I'm able to weigh. I carry weight differently than other people, and that's one thing that is awesome about each and every one of us. We are so unique. What looks like, everyone with that number, someone who weighs 115 pounds could look anorexic, where the next person looks fit and fine. It's how your body carries it, and that's why I encourage everyone, work with your doctor. First and foremost, let's discuss the fact that before you changed your eating and before you embarked on any type of exercise plan, whether it be a home program or going to the gym or a health club, you should have discussed this with your doctor. Now, I know many of us don't. You go to that health club, that gym, you get that little legal waiver form, and you're just like, oh yeah, my doctor says it's okay, and you sign it. You get your program home, you put the disc in, you press play. There's a good 3 minutes where it goes through telling you everything, and you're like, come on. There's a reason why you can't fast forward through it, because it's very important information. You should consult your doctor. And then it helps you have a very realistic goal for yourself on what is good. That's one thing I love about my primary care physician, and it breaks my heart that I have to switch because I have moved. She's not one that says, okay, here is the chart and this is where it says it should be for your height. She knows that everybody is different. Just because one person who's 5'3" is built one way and another person that's 5'3" is built another way. I know majority of that weight is going to be on the top half and the lower half in very particular areas. It's the way I've always been built. So, it's not going to be the same for everyone, but I do work hand in hand with my doctor. I had her advice on a goal for it. She knows how much I've already lost. And that was one thing we were saying is, for a goal, you really do need to have a deadline for it to make it a realistic accomplishment. I didn't want to sit there and say, okay, I want 6 months. Then that's when I will have it. No, I'm just telling myself by the end of the year, I would like to have. So that's why, for me, it's more important to break it down into small chunks. Like for the 21 Day Fix Extreme, my goal was 10 to 15 pounds. But I also had to be realistic. with my illness, there are certain things that can happen that are out of my control. I could have a flare-up that makes it that day or for a few days where I can't work out and all I'm going to be able to do is light stretching. But what I can control is my nutrition those days, making sure that I'm completely dialed in. I'm going to continue on with the 21-day fix containers and the meal plan for that throughout all of this. But I also know if I do have a flare-up, it could be so bad that I have to use medications that, unfortunately, weight gain is a side effect. Those are things that I'm not able to control with my illness. However, I'm making sure I stay on top of the things that I can control with it. And one thing is the way I'm looking at it. I'm not going to let a flare-up completely derail me and in a sense of be like, oh, here I go again. I have another flare-up, so I'm just done. I'm just going to throw in the towel. No, it's an obstacle. And with every obstacle, you find a way around it. And sometimes it just means taking that break that your body needs. So, and that's one of the reasons why I love yoga, because it ends up being a good supplement for me for when I can't do more of an extreme program. But with that, 21 days were up. I had told her, and she went over the program with me. She, watched all the links that I sent her about it, and she said, yeah, just listen to your body. That will be good. And then I told her, I said, well, another thing was the reason why I chose the 21-day Fix Extreme instead of the regular program is I wanted to get myself prepared to take on T25 again, because I only got through the first round of it. I never got to beta. And she sat there and she said, you know your limits. You know your body's limits. You know if you're going to have to modify or anything like that. But she gave me the clearance on it because she knows beyond a shadow of a doubt I'm going to listen to my body and I'm not going to push it too far. So today I really want you to think about, do you have that open communication with your physician? You need to work with them, especially if you have an illness. Let them know what type of workout programs you're doing. Let them know if you are changing your nutrition. If you're doing clean eating, your doctor's really going to like that. They can give you advice too. They know what things you can and can't do because of medications that you're on. It is very important that you keep that relationship. And I know I have a particular friend, she's going to be like, is this concerning a conversation that we had today? It is really just a coincidence that was going to be my topic today, but maybe there was a reason for it. Like I said, this is the last week. It's the final countdown. And we all just sang that song in our head. For 21-day fix, I'm very excited. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Even though tomorrow is going to be Pilates Day. I don't particularly care for that one. But hey, it's week 3. It's the last time I have to do that until my next round. I'll see you guys later.